So I'm definitely thinking maybe if I just cut the vest and lose the t-shirt, and then we can really challenge the chesticle thing, because I would love to have like a vest chest match, you know?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, you and me, because I'm wearing this vest. We're gonna do a vest.
Can we be
match.
on the same team?
Well, yeah, okay. Let's join forces.
Yes.
That's better.
Well, because who is the person you were talking about, Cord?
Oh, it was from a webtoon that I read called Spare, and the gentleman in that particular webtoon literally has the same white button down and gray vest, but it's just all pecs, just like more cleavage than any of the ladies in the webtoon, just all chesticles, just out and proud. It's like he never skips chest day. So, you know, that's going to be you.
I would just like to say that with a roll of duct tape, you can make anything look like cleavage.
That's true.
Well said.
Or corset.
I'm going to have to learn those tricks.
There are
we're
YouTube
up.
videos, I promise.
We're live. All right. Over here talking about cleavage. You caught us. I'm your DM, Marcel Chambers. Once again, we're bringing you the dank mysteries of the D with the murderous mistresses Lady Death Squad.
What?
Woo! If for some reason you're not on our socials, you better get on them, or else you're gonna have a bunch of badasses hunting you down. Check our team this week. We got a killer monk obsessed with your last breath. We got a jester rogue with a punchline that always ends in blood. And this week, we're also meeting a new member with a scorching hot bag of tricks. Stick around, because we're going to rock your socks off with the power of the D&D. But let's open up with them credits. Wow. It's been a heck of a week. After your killing spree to free Jewel, you ladies have had to lay low because you did murder an entire garrison of guards in a different town. So there's a little bit of heat. Laying low means no murder of any kind. This is hard. It's a big ask. And in fact, it's been over 3 days since any of you have killed anyone. Mama's had some dealings with Jabroni, your corrupt guard friend, and he's been able to use most of your 8,000 gold, which you found at the guardhouse last week. Let's say 7,842 gold to pay off city officials. And he's advised you all that if you want to continue living and working in Shogren, then you'll need to lay low for a little while, okay? Because unfortunately, killing will not solve this problem. Now, you've all gotten quite restless over this span of time. Your trigger fingers are getting itchy, your knife's a little jittery, and you need to find another way to relax. You gotta blow off that steam somehow. So Cord, you've gone off and you've met with one of your doctor friends who hooked you up with a patient of his that has a really bad disease called bad toad's foot. He's going partially blind, he's in constant pain, and he's ready to leave this world. And you find yourself above his haberdashery, alone in his very empty, sad apartment. And you're with him in bed. And please explain to him how his death is beneficial.
My friend, you have suffered long enough, and it's time for you to pass on. Now, in this world, there must be balance. With life comes death. And then with death comes rebirth. So that means you can come back as a beautiful dove, or an alligator, or
Doves are
you never
so
know.
Scary. They get in your face, always after my breadcrumbs.
But maybe you'll be that dove that doesn't go after the breadcrumbs,
My
but
foot
instead
is killing
goes
me.
after Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are very good for you. But again, neither here nor there. We are to focus on you passing on, my friend. So
I
don't fear.
love
There's nothing to
Brussels
fear.
sprouts.
Yes.
Oh, Brussels
Yes.
sprouts are so
Now
good.
imagine you as a dove eating
I want them right
Brussels
now,
sprouts.
actually. Now that we're talking about Brussels sprouts. Oh, my foot.
Oh, I know. Listen, all
Can
of
you
that
go?
pain.
I think I have some leftover roasted Brussels sprouts. They're over there by the windowsill.
Unfortunately,
maybe
we
get me
must.
some-
One must focus
Ah,
because it is your time to pass on.
damn this toad foot.
So.
But wait, hold on. What if I soak my foot in Brussels sprouts? They're really good for me, right?
They are, but again, with death comes rebirth. And that is when you shall enjoy the Brussels sprouts. You see?
But I can
Yes.
enjoy them now. I feel like they would really make me feel better now.
Just.
They're right there. I would get them if I could.
And he tries to get up, but it's like he's stepping on painful nails.
Ah!
Yes, see, that is why I told you that to release the pain, you must let go of the tether to this world.
By eating the Brussels sprouts, I believe.
But again, that will only happen when you let go, and I shall cut that tether to this world for you. Okay? I promise you won't feel that pain that coursing pain that you feel in your foot right now. You won't feel that anymore, I promise.
That's
Just-
amazing. Hold on, I'm going to
Okay.
try and stand up. Ah! But mind over the pain, right?
Yeah, and Cord's gonna reach in her pouch. She happens to have some Brussels sprouts that she enjoyed at the inn the last time that she was there, and she's going to stuff it into his mouth and then grab his hands. It is time.
Can you make a persuasion check, please?
Yes. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so that's a 12.
He chews on the Brussels sprouts.
It's good. Imagine how much better they'll be when you are
I
reborn.
think mine are so much better. I'm trying to will the pain, the mind over the pain. I love these monastic teachings.
And he makes it over to the Brussels sprouts, to the window, sweat just pouring down his face. He's standing proudly, just so proudly, and he picks up his bowl of yesterday's Brussels sprouts and he starts eating them, and he's just inhaling. Oh, they will. Maybe I can live with the
Give
suffering.
me patience, Grandmaster.
Maybe the suffering. Maybe life is pain.
Yes.
Maybe life is pain.
This life
Thank you,
is pain.
Cord.
And it's time to,
Thank you.
again, let go and pass on. That way, you're released from this pain. And again, take my hand, friend. Take my hand.
And he comes over to you. He's holding one bowl of Brussels sprouts, and he extends his hand with the other. Thank you so much for teaching me how to live. And
Glad I could help.
he asks you to leave, still desiring to live. And you go back to the mark, a bit sad and dejected. And we're gonna move over to our latest Lady of Death and Squad. Your name is Adelaide. Say hello, everyone. You find yourself in Sjogren's Great Library. It's quite fine, but cozy. And you find that it lacks private spaces. And you love a good book. And in fact, you found one that you've been searching for a long time. It's partly what brought you back to Sjogren, besides wanting to see your girlfriends and mama. It's called Grisham's Fire Giants. And it's just you and another man in this library. You have this book. Please share how much you love this book.
Well, some people seem to feel like a book is just a book. It's not just a book. And this especially is not just a book. In the book about fire giants, you'll find that there is... the footnotes are everything. As you go through, you have, of course, the information about the fire giants, which have a long and rich and storied history, which I can't get into at this particular time. But if you do decide to read it, and I do suggest that you do, because there is so much wonderful information, you also want to be reading the footnotes, because therein is really the character of the writers. It is a compendium of so many different stories, and as you go through, you find in the footnotes that the personalities really start to come out, and it's almost like the authors and the storytellers are reaching through the page to touch you with their knowledge.
And it's so relaxing, right? To finally find a book that you've been searching for, and all you want to do right now is find a cozy place in the library and snuggle up with this book.
I've tried the sex before, which has been good. It's been wonderful, but unfortunately everything is buzzing around at the moment. There are not too many places. It'll be fine. I'll find a space.
You find a cozy little nook. It has a nice table around a U inlet. The light is streaming in, and the quiet harmony settles over the entire library. And you open up the book, and there you see the title page, Grisham, Fire Giants, History, and you. And you start going into the text, and it's just so enlivening, and you feel yourself being taken in by the book. And then suddenly, sorry. And you see a gentleman across the way, and I need you, and he's dropped a book. And it's shattered the peace and silence of the library. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh dear. All right. Well, that's going to be a 7.
Ooh, you have lost your peace and serenity within the book. The urge to murder is large inside of you. But Mama's words are clear. No killing this week is not the solution.
I don't know, sir, if you are aware that in a library, you are supposed to maintain a certain amount of decorum and quiet, which I would appreciate you do at this particular point in time. See, here's the thing, is sometimes people are not as considerate as they ought to be, and maybe they get a little bit out of hand. And when they get a little bit out of hand, that means that the rest of us, all of the people in the library, cannot study or kill the way that they would like to. And I just feel like maybe you could work a little bit on practicing that courtesy and decorum, which some people seem to be incapable of.
And he sneezes all over your face. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The dust of these libraries, it's atrocious. You would think people would be more... You would think people would be more respectful to clean the books.
The books, friend, are not the problem. The books are perfect. The books are immaculate. The books are the reason the library exists. I just think maybe a great place for you right now would be possibly a doctor. I could assist in getting you there. With or
Are you
without
looking for the medical
damage.
books? I would be happy to assist you to find the medical books.
I know every inch of this library. There's absolutely nothing that you can do at this moment except for read.
Oh, that's so disheartening. I'm looking for one particular book right now in the historical section. Something. Are you familiar with Grisham?
Yes.
He's a great author. He's an explorer extraordinaire. His study of creatures foreign and near, unprecedented. Anyways, I'm just bumbling around for that. I'll be right out of your hair. I promise, as soon as I find it. And he goes back to the stacks and he's just searching, shuffling very loudly, knocking books together. You hear the bookcase kind of like rumble back and forth, and it thrums on the ground, but then settles like it was about to fall over. How would you like to find peace?
I feel as though the obvious answer for finding peace would to be evict him from my space. But I suppose instead I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Metaphorically speaking, of course, because we're not allowed to kill people at the moment. I think I will go up to this man. I will tap him on the shoulder, and I will very politely suggest that maybe the best way to solve his problem would be to allow me to read to him so that we can both enjoy this book.
All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I can do that. Where is my... I know where that is. Somewhere. Oh, okay. That's what I did. All right. Persuasion. 22.
Wow. So, you go over to him and you present him with the book, and he is taken aback. This is exactly what I was looking for. Are you giving it to me?
Giving. No, I was just thinking. It is my sworn duty as a librarian to disseminate knowledge, and I would be happy to help disseminate that knowledge unto you. However, I am actually personally in the middle of this book, so I was thinking perhaps that we could spend the afternoon, and I will quietly read this book to you, and we can experience the wonders of Gresham together.
I love that idea.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, come, let us go to the snug, and I would love to spend all day with you and Grisham's words.
I
And you
have
guys
never
go
been
over-
happier about anything.
And you guys go over to the snug and settle in, and he brings his knees up like a small child, and he just kind of sits there rocking, staring at you intently, a little uncomfortably, as you gently read very softly to respect the quiet of the library. And though you do not find the peace and serenity of reading the book to yourself, you do manage to read the book and settle the gentleman. Now back at the mark, Jewel the Fool. Not only have you not been killing anybody for several weeks now, you were beaten and captured and then beaten some more, and then didn't get to kill anybody. You woke up in the mark, and Mama told you that you had to be good. And you're going stir crazy. Just stir crazy. Not sure what to do. You're practically cutting your fingers. You're juggling your knives so much. So an idea comes that maybe you need to go outside the mark and do a little routine of a show, one of your old routines from one of your old Jester Day acts. What kind of show would you like to put on outside the mark?
Ooh, I would like to put on a puppet show.
Lovely. Please tell us about this puppet show.
Oh my. Well, one of the things I used to do for the queen when I was her jester was I would use my hands to create little mouths, and I would create little scenarios, and the queen would just love it. I would just like tease her with like little kisses, and then like bite her ear a little bit, and then I'd do a little song and dance, and then I'd whip out my knives, and all of a sudden the knives would be the ones that were talking, and the knives would be the characters, and the knives had whole lives and scenarios and relationships, and the knives would fight each other, and then they would make up, and then the knives would play, and I'd throw them all up into the air and do a backflip and then catch them all on the tip of my finger. That was my favorite trick.
Amazing. I would love for you to put on a performance check, please.
Oh yes. Yes. 8 and 7.
A 7.
Yes.
So, you go out in front of the mark, and it's afternoon, not exactly rush hour. There's not exactly a happy hour of sorts. And there are some milling passerbodies, some drunkards. There's a man just like passed out in his own vomit. And you see across the way a single boy staring at you. And he just starts.
Are you clapping for me? I certainly hope so. Are you ready for a trick, little man? Hold out your hands and close your eyes. I have a surprise for you. And she takes out her set of knives and she starts dancing them on the tips of the fingers of the little boy. Don't move. If you move, you might get a paper cut. All right, just
You see him holding his hands, terrified, his terror just in his eyes as you're running these blades up and down his fingers.
Now this is the game. Don't move a muscle or you're going to get hurt. Now be a good boy. Just let me do my little dance.
Are you trying to be funny and put on a show?
Isn't this the normal reaction to being applauded by a singular small boy in an empty corridor?
I don't know, I just came from the fun fair and there were like 10,000 other clowns that were so much better than you.
Excuse me? I am the queen's clown. There are no clowns better than me. What would you like? What do you like? What do you like?
Funny? I don't know, be funny! Be funny!
You like funny, little man? Do you like things that are funny? Do you like this type of clown? Huh? Do you? Do you like this type of clown? Is this what you want? Or do you like this type of clown? See, everything's fine. Would you like a balloon? I'm bored! Can you please help me in my boredom?
And you see he tries to run away from you.
No,
Would you like to stop him?
I would like to stop him.
Okay. Would you make an attack roll to grapple him?
Oh god.
Oh.
Yes. Let me a grapple attack.
Just regular attack.
Oh, okay. Oh. This. Yes.
Okay. I'm seeing a 19 on the roll. Is that your roll?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, okay, yeah.
You manage with a 19 to easily snag this boy. And you're holding him with one arm and a blade almost resting gently on the side of his neck. And you're in a drunkard alley in not the nicest part of town at the Mark, so no one's exactly giving you rubbing a knife next to an 8-year-old boy's neck any second glance. It's like, yeah, that's about parenting. That's parenting. and he just is crying. He goes, I just laughed so much at the fun fair, and I'm so sorry, and I can take you to the fun fair, and I can show you what I mean.
You would do that? Wait. You would do that for me?
Anything, just let me live.
No one's ever taken me to a fun fair before. I would be honored to attend with you.
Okay. Can I take your knife off my throat?
Oh, yes, sorry. Sorry.
Um, And the idea strikes like, oh, the fun fair. You should invite everybody.
Wait a minute. This might be a great way for us to pass the time when we can't be killing people. I should invite everyone to the fun fair. This is a grand idea. Come with me, child.
And he goes off with you, and everybody gathers up back at the mark, and you guys make it across town to what's called the captain's quarter of the city. And this is definitely the nicer part of the city. You guys see brick buildings, families walking their dogs, while children in not raggedy clothes are running around happily playing games like tag or throwing the stick. You see the streets are very clean, and all the greenery is trimmed and prim and very pretty. A loud band at the end of the road plays horns and percussion and instruments, and you see a very long line of folk waiting to get into the fun fair. And you're certain, just by all the pomp and circumstance and all the flags and all the streamers, that this is going to be the time of your life. But how are you going to get in? Because it would be so relaxing to get in. And all of you are together now. Mama, Cord, Flamby, Jewel, and your new little boy. Your son, if you will.
Does he have a name? I guess I should ask him.
I'm Danny.
Danny?
Yeah.
That's a perfect little boy name.
It's
Why
me.
are all little boys with sticky fingers named Danny?
More importantly, are we now not killing people but instead kidnapping them?
Well, I think he technically invited me, so I'm really being kidnapped.
I
Oh.
assure you that it's not a code of little boys to all be named Danny. That is my true name.
Well, as they say, cleanliness is next to holiness. Put out your hands.
I wouldn't touch them if I were you, but you go right ahead.
They are
It's
sticky,
true.
Flamby.
Very grubby hands.
Cord is going to basically pour water onto a cloth that was in her bag and then wipe down his hands. There we go. And almost like too rough with it, where basically his hands are starting to like get irritated and like, because I'm going like this full speed.
Meanwhile, he's still traumatized from the last hand trick. Poor
Yeah,
thing.
like that. And you only have to
So
do that
you guys-
100 more times.
Ah! And he's just like cringing, biting his tongue. So there's a 50, 100 person line waiting to get it. There's kids, there's old people. It's just a massive line to get into this thing. And you guys want to get to the front because you cannot wait to get in there. And you're just all itching to get in there. Mom is complaining about her back. How are you guys going to get in there?
Ooh, I have a ruse. Perhaps we use the boy as collateral.
Oh, so again, like our kidnapping plan, just letting them know that we are taking him for ransom and hope we might end up killing him. Is that it?
How could it be positively spun so that we are using him as collateral, but to return him to his mother? How about that?
He absolutely got lost, and we found him, and his mother is in the fun fair, and we are all escorting him because he is in danger. We are bodyguards. That's a
Bodyguards.
positive spin on potentially murdering people.
Okay.
I raised such good girls, Mama says very proudly of all of you.
Mama!
So you guys want to take the boy to the front of the line?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make it all the way to the front. It takes almost longer to get to the front of the line than it did to even walk there in the first place. It's just like the never-ending line. And in the front, you see 2 teenage-ish children taking tickets and taking coppers to get people in and out. The line starts all the way in the back. I don't know if you're aware how this works. Sorry.
Oh, well, I do understand cues. I also understand that this child is in need and we are innocently escorting him to his mother who is inside. So we will just kindly pass through and enjoy ourselves. I mean, return him to his mother so that we can then leave peacefully.
And we did not kidnap him.
Are you
The
trying
last
to
thing in the
persuade
world that I
him
would want
or
to do.
intimidate him? Are you trying to persuade him or intimidate him?
Oh, I missed that.
I would
Mm.
imagine persuade. Intimidation often becomes decapitation. You
All
catch
right.
my drift.
Or the
Who's-
sucking of life.
Who's trying? Who's going for it?
Who's good at persuasion?
I mean, I would love to try. Yes. All right, I'm going to attempt to persuade.
Adelaide, you go up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
You see this snotty teenager, just acne pouring out of his face. It's like one of them could just pop on you at any minute.
You, child, unkempt, unwashed. Hello.
I'm a man.
And
I'm the head
sure
of the
you are
ticket
such
line.
A big, strong man too. Out of
I
curiosity.
have a wife. What?
And I'm sure she loves you very dearly. Speaking of love, do you know this poor young man here, this poor lost little boy, he is loved dearly as well by his poor, poor mother who misses him terribly. And it would be awfully nice if you could just let us through so that we can reunite mother and child together.
Go ahead and make that persuasion check, please.
23.
23. The guy looks at you.
I appreciate you respecting my wife. However, the line does start all the way back there. And unless there's some sort of finder's fee for the boy, I don't know if I can, just let anybody in.
I
And he
would
sort of
be-
like is ripping a ticket for the next person and nodding them in, but holds one of his hands sort of behind his back, palm open.
I see that
Testing
you
a
are
bribe.
desirous of wealth. What I would like to remind you is that knowledge is the greatest wealth you could possibly have. May I bestow upon you a riddle? You understand that the real keepers of any gate use riddles rather than money as the fee for admittance. Now, are you a real gatekeeper, or aren't you?
I am. And so, if you're not gonna, pay my finder's fee, you can get your ass to the back of the line like everybody else. This isn't a charity, lady.
Can I kill him?
Mama
Can I-
holds your shoulder.
Can I kill him?
You can't kill him, dear. I'm so sorry. It's just...
Oh.
Oh, I know. You just put him in your book.
You
just
see
put 'em in
Cord
your book.
in that moment when Mama's distracted, Cord is reaching out. I'm going to try to touch him.
Go for it. You can touch him. He's not trying to avoid.
I want to.
Your
I
hand.
want to. Yeah, I want to basically hit him at a pressure point to basically put him in enough pain where maybe he might pass out or
so you
die.
Want to intimidate him?
Just
More
a,
like
just a gentle throttle.
Yeah, just a little gentle. Yeah, gentle throttle. That's great.
So he has, put his hand out there suggesting that you could put some money in his hand to get him in. I'm just trying to remind you. But if you want to go the violent route.
Do we have money? Do we have money left?
Yeah, you have money. You guys have like maybe 40 gold between you. So, I don't know, maybe 5 gold each or so. Counting the other members of
Yeah,
the
let's
Lady
just
Death
pay
Squad.
this little shit.
Are you sure?
No, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Plus, the child shouldn't witness more violence. I've already traumatized him with knives.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Is that all of us?
Jewel.
Oh, okay. Got you. It is 18.
You look for Danny, and he's gone. And you spin around, and you see him just like folding into the line. He's like just passing through it to create a barrier of the line between you two, and he's just booking it. He's running as fast as he can. But the ticket guy is still turned away from you with his hand out behind him. And he's using his other hand to tear tickets and get people in.
Okay. We can let the traumatized child leave, I think, and still pay off this little shit and enjoy ourselves on our day off.
Or we could just leg it through.
Just what?
We don't
Leg it.
want to cause trouble, dear. Just, Mama's back. Can't afford not living in Sjogren.
All I know is sometimes you gotta pay for VIP. You know?
But it could
All right,
buy
so Julie,
many
you have like 5
books.
gold in your pouch. How much
Alright.
do you want to slip the guy? And just to give you an idea, a gold is like giving someone $500.
Does he make change?
You have change.
Oh, good.
You have like equivalent of 5 gold with
Oh.
a couple gold, with some silver, with some copper.
Okay. Alright, this fucking teenage little... He doesn't have a mortgage to pay. He gets a couple silver and we're gonna call it. If he doesn't accept, some blood is getting shed. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, Gamer Shock. Thank you for the bits, sir. Alright, so his hand is out. It's empty.
I'm gonna
What do you
slip
put in
him some silvers.
Alright, he takes, let's say, 4 silver, 1 for
4
each of you.
4 4 silver
It-
for our VIP treatment at Funland or whatever, wherever we are.
He deftly, oh yeah, the coins just kind of like go. You've seen the trick, the sleight of hand. It just goes right up his sleeve, and they disappear. And he goes, VIP tickets, excellent. And he just spins around, opens up a velvet rope. And right this way, please enjoy the festival as he escorts you all in.
I would like to
As you
try
guys-
to actually get the money back and do sleight of hand.
All right, go for it. Hey, Jesus and Run the Janks. Thanks for the bits, y'all. Thank you
And-
so much.
That is 25 for sleight of hand.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay. You see him react. Like he feels something, but then a whole family with little kids and a crotchety grandma all come up to him, and they're all arguing with each other already, and they're all trying to find tickets, and one of them bumps into him, and you feel like if he hadn't been distracted, he would have felt the silver get taken back. Roll 1d4.
Okay, and that is a 4.
You get 4 silver back. You get all your silver back as you get back in, and you safely disappear into the festival. And the air is thick with summer heat, but the sea breeze cools everyone to that perfect temperature. Torches light up every cart. Streamers run across the tops of every booth, creating a colorful canopy above. Patrons mill through the booths and carts. Vendors cry out their food or wares. Children run with candied apples. Adults swig down ale. A cry of joy comes from the northern section of the festival, like someone just won a prize. It's amazing, and you can't wait to dig in on the fun. And there, across the festival where you heard the cry, you see a stuffed moo cow at a game box, and you know you have a friend that would love, a friend by name Scarlet Scarheart. She would love to get that moo cow. Ivan, Gamer Shark, Amy Mack, thank you so much for the bits, y'all. Run the Janks once again. Oh, dude, Run the Janks, you're at 1K back already. Dude, you're giving me you give me a run for my janky bits. Dude, and now we got gift subs. Gamer Shark. Bro. All right, let's see if these fools can get their Gamer Sharkness together for getting that moo cow. So you guys go over to the booth, and you see it's a knife throwing game where there's a set of targets that's sitting on sort of an hourglass statue. And you see that if you get a bullseye on the target, that you win a prize. And there's a scraggly looking gentleman, long of beard, narrow of trim, sitting there like he gives 2 shits about anything, just collecting copper. 1 copper for 3 daggers. 1 copper, 3 daggers.
Okay, I'm spending all my money right now.
Before Jewel seems to go into her pouch to get money, Cord presents the silver.
That is why I fuck with you, Cord. Thank
Well,
you.
My master used to teach me the lesson that you must reject a life based on material possessions and conspicuous consumption and consumer culture. So that was his lesson. So here you are.
So
His
good of you
lesson,
to be
my game.
saving that poor man from his own greed.
I know. You know, that is the reason why I was put here, to teach these lessons like my master did before me.
Well, God bless your master. Or it is.
And now it's time for some material goods. Let's
Time
have
for
moo cow.
All right.
We
who's
gotta
gonna
get that
Try
cow.
and win that moo cow.
Gotta get the moo cow. All right. I'm
Who's
gonna
going
buy.
for it?
I'm buying around.
All right. You head on up. He tosses you the copper and sets down 3 really shitty looking knives.
Oh.
They are bent up, just straight steel, more like someone took some long nails and hammered them. into knives than actual knives.
Sir, may I use my own?
Nah. Gotta use the regulations, you know. And he spits to the side. He's not even looking at you.
I think I'm gonna. Can I do a sleight of hand and replace my knives?
Sure.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that or no?
Yes, you have to roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Is that... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, deception?
Hey,
16.
welcome, Max Byrne. Let's get that action here. 16. All right. You are able to swap the knives with your own. And it looks like those are the ones that were set on the table.
Yes. All right, so do I have to get three bullseyes to win the moo cow?
Just one.
Just
Gotta
one?
make it stick.
We're all getting moo cows. So, okay.
She spoke boldly.
So I'm gonna make my attempts as Jules gonna picture the boyfriend that she went on vacation with and got her in so much trouble where she ended up being captured and beat up and left to rot in a cell while her friends had to come rescue her. I'm gonna picture his dumb, bloated ass, narcissistic face as I throw my darts, my daggers.
All right. Give her a toss, my lady.
Okay.
He says, scratching his balls.
Is that it's an attack roll, right?
It is.
Okay.
Today. Today.
13.
13. So your knife actually hits into the target. But then you see it's on this rotating pendulum. And the knife can't seem to stick into the target because it just doesn't have the sticking power to stay put. And you see why it's so tricky. And your knife just kind of like caterwauls over it and tinks off behind the booth. God do better than that.
Oh.
You have 2 more shots.
And he's got 2 more balls. All right, I'll make one last attempt at this target.
Okay.
See if I can improve my throw, so maybe with enough force it'll penetrate through and break the mechanism and I will achieve my correct bullseye.
Okay, here we go. You're not feeling relaxed at all.
No.
You're feeling really upset, all of you.
I came here to have fun.
Uh-huh. And
All right, here we go.
I've seen kids throw better than that. What is this?
Danny, perchance. I'm just collecting a correlation information about children with sticky fingers and their annoyingness.
Probably, Danny. Who gives a rat's
They all
fucking kids?
Is that any
Oh, you
way
got
to
another
speak
toss.
to a lady, sir?
Uh-huh. You let me know. All right. So as you are jibber jabbering in his face, you rolled a 25, I see, on the chart. The knife just with pinpoint accuracy sinks into the target and it spins around. And for a moment, all of you hold your breath. And then as it spins back around, you see the blade stuck firmly into the target. And you see the gentleman let out a "You! Hey! Amazing! We got a winner! We got a winner! Ho dog, we got winners! Yes! Yes! What do you want? You want squids? You want mermaids? We got cows! We got all the cows! Really? You want okay, cow.
Moo
Here you
cow.
go.
One moo cow
He
coming up,
brings-
please.
He brings down the cow, and he looks at all of you and goes, I gotta say, it's definitely been a dog's age since anybody's won this prize, and it's kind of like one of those build-up casino systems where the prizes kind of stack, and I happen to have some tickets to an all-you-can hang out, all-paid vacation to Ryza. And Ryza is an island. It's a vacation resort island.
Whoa.
But the boat leaves tonight. That's the only catch.
How are their libraries?
Finest in the land.
Well, obviously we have
guess.
to go.
Because you gotta be a smart cookie if you're gonna get there. And nobody would... I would go, but they don't allow employees. And so... Anyways, here... And he hands over the 4 tickets. And has all the information. You see a ship, a date, and it's tonight at midnight that the ship's taking off. Mama is... Her breath is taken away. I have heard so much about Ryza. And my deepest content was to go there and see it once before I die. Girls, could you make Mama's wish come true?
Yeah.
I think we could do that, yeah.
Oh, let's go back to the mark and pack up and go to Ryza. Let's go to Ryza.
We can't forget the moo cow.
Oh no, the moo cow's already in your hands.
Okay, good.
And-
So before they leave, though, Cord is going to also do sleight of hand to the guy who took the silver or took the money for
The copper?
The,
You're
game.
gonna-
The copper, yes.
Go for it.
Just relieving him of any monetary.
23.
He's just like elated that somebody won, and he's bending over and he's picking up the 2 other knives that you tossed, and he's like, huh, and he's biting them like. where
Cord
did these
replaces
come
it with
from?
the Brussels sprouts that the other man earlier rejected, who had the toad foot, and yes. So then that way the
And-
weight is about the same as the pieces of copper.
Absolutely. Not quite the same consistency, but you managed to get the copper. And you guys go to the mark, you pack up, and you make it down to the docks. Is there anything you would like to pack up or do special before we go to the boat?
Anyone have any special obligations?
Oh, I should probably give you this. And then Cord gives the pieces of the money that basically Jewel used to get the moo cow.
I love you.
I had to teach him a lesson that one must not cheat others. It's a very important one, so now he'll know.
Thank you, Cord. And she
My
pockets
pleasure.
the money, jingles in her pocket.
Awesome. All right. So you guys pack up your clothes, you throw them in a bag, and you make it down to the Orinoco Flow, a twin-masted rig built for speed. It sails southwesterly to Ryza, and it's a bit exhausting. You know, it's definitely a long night, sleeping in hammocks, and why doesn't everybody make a Constitution save, please?
22.
A 10?
15.
All right, Cord, you just hear the sailors working all night. They're just crying out. You don't even know what all their ship terms are. You're just like, oh, jeep up on the Wolf's Watch, sound in on the aft mast on the butt. And you just cannot get any sleep all night. And all you want to do is murder one of those sailors. Just one. Just one of them. You just really, it would help you rest so much.
Oh my god.
Grandmaster, Maizu, please grant me your patience. Your disciple really needs it.
And you have excellent dreams the rest of the night of just ripping limbs off of all the sailors. And you wake up, all of you, at a beautiful dock on a white sand beach where the waters are pristine blue, palms and brightly colored tropical plants are flourishing from lush grass. Dolphins are leaping out of the ocean and they swim and play around. And you get up and you get off the dock and you deboard. And there you get down to the servers, and the guest attendant is sitting there. And she goes, ah, look at this. Are you our winners? As she takes your tickets from you. We are here at your service, at Ryza, to make your stay here as relaxing as possible. Come with us as we take to, let us off to your winner's suite. It's been so long since we've had winners. And you see a couple of the attendants pick up, or they go over to you and they start to like unsling the bags off of your shoulders or your back to carry them for you. Does anybody resist?
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know
Sorry.
about that.
There are priceless books in there. They absolutely may not.
All right, they're trying to take the bags off your back. How would you like to deter them from carrying your luggage for you?
I would look to do. I definitely am going to do like a little bit of Wing Chun action to basically move their hands from where they're trying to grab. So like push pull, like trying to make sure that they basically cannot grasp hold.
You see that they are flabbergasted. We're just trying to carry your bags, Mum. Nothing topsy-turvy here, all right? But it's fine. They back off.
I would
you.
like to keep it on my person.
That's weird. All right.
Yeah, you know how normal people relax? Well, we relax with our weapons handy. That would be just a very, very unnerving feeling to be separated from our weapons. So it's actually more relaxing if we carry them. But thank you, we really appreciate it.
You and they mumble under their breath as the head concierge is like, get up, beat it. And she leads you guys in. You go past beautiful pools. You see a hot springs. Past that, a bar. And then a beautiful, massive hut building that you go into. And it leads you down hallways. One of the attendants brings over a tray of blue refreshments in coconut shells. Island mixes. And you each get a coconut. And
Absolutely
May I ask what's in
nothing
this?
good can happen from unnaturally flavored drinks, and I'm so excited.
it's an island paradise. It's the most relaxing drink in the world.
I'm definitely drinking it.
Do I smell alcohol?
Of course.
Oh, no, this won't do. But thank you very much for wanting me to partake of alcohol consumption. But again, this monk does not partake.
Can I have hers, actually? You can just leave it.
Please.
Okay.
But if you have green tea and you put that into coconut, I'll have that. Or matcha. That would be amazing.
A matcha. He has no idea what that is. But I'll see about some sort of herbal tea. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We are Ryza. We figure out all of life's problems.
Oh, excellent.
Grab a few
And-
leaves, put them in a coconut, pour boiling water over it. I'm sure it will be fine.
Of course, the matcha means boiling leaves. You got it. And he goes back behind the bar and he just starts like picking grass behind the bar and weird flowers. And the concierge is like, all right, just this way, please. And you walk past like a massive suite, and then you walk by all these beautiful rooms, and you look in and you see immaculate carpets and beautiful ornate beds as people kind of go in and out of their rooms, smiles everywhere. Just even the air has a beautiful silkiness to it with the moisture in it that just sets your skin glowing. And as you go further and further down in the hall, she comes to a door and she goes, our winner's guest suite. And she sets to open the door, and inside you see a carpet. It's fine. It's a little tattered. And you don't see any beds. You see some hammocks strung up, and you see a single table. It's about 1 foot by foot, and it's a hand washing basin. And she just looks at you, just so proud.
Oh,
Welcome,
this
winners.
is so luxurious. Oh, do you mind? Cord's gonna go
Welcome.
over to the carpet and lay on the carpet. Oh, it's flat and low to the ground. This is fantastic.
It smells moldy.
It smells a lot cleaner than back home. Excellent. The accommodations are so nice. Thank you. The hospitality here is amazing, don't you think, ladies?
Not
I'm
especially.
so
no.
glad you think so.
Hmm. 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 I'm just curious. I'm just slightly, just a little bit. I just am wondering. I understand that this maybe was not like the top tier of winnings, of competitions that maybe anyone has ever won for a spot at Riza. I'm just wondering, perhaps, is there a room that you've cleaned in the last 10 years?
Well, we take excellent care of all of our rooms, of course.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Can we see those rooms?
Are you trying to persuade her? Please make a persuasion check.
I would love to. All right.
There's a room nicer than this with slightly less moldy smell? Wow.
25
All right.
with a natural 20.
That was a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That's a natural 20, everybody. That's a crit. Do we have a crit thing that we do now? We have a crit thing, everybody. I'm so excited. The show, it just keeps improving. And it's like, let's have a crit thing. Yeah. That's a crit. So there's a certain sincerity in your eyes, Flamby. And she just looks deep in you and she's like, I just want everybody to feel like if this was their last night on Earth, that they would die happy. Of course. And she's, please come with me. Come with me. So silly of me. Not this sweet. This is for peasants, monks.
Yep.
And she spins around and she starts running down the hall. Come this way. And she's skipping. She's leaping with joy. Come this way. Yes. This is our presidential suite. And she goes all the way to the other end of the building, like the exact opposite. And she opens up this room that is just a paradise. You see, it opens up into a beautiful lounge with a fountain, and it steps down onto a marble landing. And then there are doors to different rooms, 6 different rooms. All of you get your own room, and inside each room there's a bed, and there's a silly looking porcelain bowl that is in the ground. And she points out, and she's like, this is a toilet where you can do your business. Potty business.
Or party business?
Bathroom, facilitation, when you shit and piss into that, and then it just swoops it away. Swoops all the shit and piss away. You don't even have to go outside anymore.
So you don't
Very
squat
proud
down
of this.
and poop in the hole anymore? This is the hole you poop into?
This is the hole. This is the hole. I
This
know.
Is
I
the,
know.
This is
And you
it.
called it a fun party hole?
Indeed. Whatever you would
I
like
see.
to call it, actually.
Party business hole.
Party business
Party
hole.
business hole.
Interesting.
If there's anything
not
you would
familiar
like
I
with
to
shall
that.
have
offer
to write about
your humble
this.
servant, I would be happy to move along. And she holds out her hand.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're getting the VIP. Mama, how do you feel about this, Mama? You feeling this?
Oh. And she's already in one of the beds, and you see it wiggles like a waterbed, but you've never even seen or heard of this. It's just kind of like waving around, undulating, and she's just moaning on the bed. She's just like dropped all of her shit on the floor. She's literally just in her underclothes, and she's just moaning. Oh, kill me now. This is the
No
happiest
cord,
I've
no,
ever been.
no cord, no.
Oh, okay. That would be bad.
Hyperbole cord, it's hyperbole.
Okay.
So,
Uh-huh.
anyways, be on my way.
Yeah.
One silver.
Mama's happiness to me is worth a little expenditure. I'm still holding the coins, so I'm gonna give her a nice silver tip.
Ah. Thanks. And she just stares at you intently as she backs out and closes the door. Ta-ta! Enjoy your stay.
I probably should have asked for that rug. That looked way more comfortable.
If it will make you feel better, we can pull one of the blankets off of the bed and lay it on the floor.
I guess they'll do. It's not as nice as the other room, but this will suffice.
Sweet.
Sorry if I've ruined your holiday. However, Mama seems happy.
That's very important. As Jewel said, her happiness means a lot to all of us.
While they're having that
Speaking of-
conversation, Jewel takes the cover of the bed, takes the cover off and lays it on the floor nicely for a cord, and then proceeds to jump between the 2 beds that she has now claimed.
Oh, Gamer Shark. Jesus. Thank you for the bits, gentlemen. Thank you for the bits. Speaking of the bits, you see Mama come out, and she is wearing just a cloth across her top and essentially a loincloth underwear. And she's like, I don't know about you girls, but it is time to check out that pool.
Ah, for
I am-
exercise. You have the best ideas, Mama.
I'm with you, Mama.
She cringes, but heads out the door. And you guys head to the pool?
I say yes.
Yes.
Yes, but I bring the
Excellent.
book.
Of course. You guys head to the pool, and as soon as you lay down in these beautiful chairs, poolside, dipping in the water, just enjoying the high life, they're just bringing you cocktails, one after the next.
Did
And
they
then one
ever
of
bring
them-
my grass tea? My
He
matcha?
comes over with a coconut. It's been hollowed out, no meat. It's just the shell, and you look at it, and it looks like brown and green, and it's kind of steaming a bit. He goes, "Here you go, as requested. It's my paradise blend."
Let me try it. No flavor.
It's awful. You're drinking dirt in water.
Using little to no sugar or any other type of man-made ingredients. It's perfect. Thank you.
Ah, of course, of course. Oh, always here to provide paradise for our people. I see your coconut is empty. Was it flambe? Yes.
Yes, yes, it is.
Would you like more?
Oh, more of it. Is it going to be blue again this time, or another color?
Of course. I mean, we could make it a pineapple yellow or a beautiful milk white.
Do you have anything in red?
Let me check. I bet we have some sort of red mixture of berries that we could toss in there. Absolutely. And
Very well. I accept.
He's very excited to figure out how to make a red beverage for you. And he looks over at Jewel. Maria, anything special?
Oh, yeah. You can just keep bringing that blue stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you guys settle in, and your drinks are empty, and the chairs feel great, and the breeze is immaculate, and the sun is going down, and you see not hundreds of boats, but you see tons and tons of boats heading out into the ocean off the harbor. And you hear a whole bunch of, damn it, coming from the bar. And
Sir, may I assist?
we're just out of coconuts.
Oh.
And,
Is there another vessel you can use?
well, and he points up to the top of a tree, and you see a coconut. If anybody can get up there to get that one.
Oh, I've been looking for a means to do more exercise. This is perfect.
And then Cord is going to run to the tree at full speed and then get a jump start to try to start climbing the tree to get to the top to get the coconuts.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check, please.
I shall. And that is a 21.
Oh, yeah. You run right up the tree. You're a blur. Your speed.
Literally a blur. Literally.
Your monkish speed is just setting you out of focus. And you suddenly freeze as you grab the coconut and you stand tall on top of the palm tree in a moment of victory, and you look around and make a perception check.
That is a 9.
Well, you don't notice much out of place, but you do notice that you are the only ones left at the pool, that everyone is just making their way away from the pool.
Interesting.
Oh well.
And the sun is halfway down, the golden light of the last rays of day burning across the ocean, setting it ablaze. It's beautiful. And you see the bartender calls out, "That's perfect, love. Just now hold it up for me." And you look down and you see the bartender about 60 to 80 feet away holding a massive crossbow. And he's aiming it at you.
What?
Cord is going to still hold up that coconut.
All right. That's it,
Like
love.
this?
Oh, it's perfect. And you feel the
I want to
crossbow.
deflect missiles.
Go for it. You see this bolt flying at you with lightning speed. This is a heavy crossbow.
Okay,
One
would
of those
an
2-round
18 be
loaders.
enough?
An 18 is enough. Yes.
Okay.
It was because it's meat, right? For deflecting arrows. It's meat or beat.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You just manage
Oh, perfect. Okay.
because your
So then
armor
it's
class is
17. So it's
Yeah.
basically when I do so, the damage I take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 7. And I'm going to use a key point to fling it right back.
Okay. Go ahead and reduce damage because there was a fair amount.
Okay. And how much damage would I technically be taking?
14.
Okay. And then, 13 points of damage was deflected. So I only take 1.
Nice. Very nice.
And let's
You
see.
snatch it and it burns across your hand. And it kind of is invigorating.
This will be fun. And then immediately she flings it back at full motion, just full strength. And that's 7 points of damage. Because
You don't have to roll to hit with
Oh,
deflect?
you know what? Let me see, make sure. Oh yeah, no, I hit for sure because that was a 23 to hit. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay. You see this bolt just go into this guy's skull and shatter apart. And all these servers around just gasp.
First tribute.
And then they all look at each other. And they start chanting, "It has begun. It has begun. It has begun." And all these servers start taking the serving tray and turning it into shields. And they draw knives. And they all yell with a tribal roar, "Purge for paradise!" Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Run the janks. Tossing them bits. You know what time it is. It's time to toss that initiative because shit's about to get crazy on Paradise Isle.
Shit. I have 23.
Jewel at
20.
23. 20. Gamer Shark! Thanks for the bits, sir. Jewel's 23, then 20 for at Flamby.
Mhm.
All
And
right.
18
Cool.
for me.
Damn, y'all, some high rolling mother suckers. Okay. Jewel, you are first, and then Flamby, Cord, and then the servers. You're 8 of them, and Mama. Amy Mac, madam. Thank you very much for the bits. Jewel, what would you like to do? There are 8 servers all coming at you with knives, short swords, butchers, cleavers, any sort of impromptu thing.
Okay. And are we still around the pool? Because you said that we left the pool or something, or they left the pool.
No,
still
they're
around the
coming
pool?
in from the pool, but you noticed the boats leaving the dock, and that you didn't notice anyone else around the pool, any other customers or guests.
Okay.
Nice call. I was a little vague on that. Apologies.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So this is some kind of, I'm working this through my head. This is some kind of like servant uprising against like the bourgeois class or something. I don't know. So they're out for blood. Okay. So
And there's a certain vigor that's inside of you, and you see Mama readying her fists because she didn't bring any of her weapons. Did you guys bring your weapons?
oh, I motherfucking did.
I did not.
Clamby?
I did not, but
Cool. Good to know. And are you wearing your armor? Do you guys wear armor?
I did not wear
No,
armor.
as a monk,
No.
I wouldn't necessarily need to.
I am, however, fully dressed.
As a monk.
We're not doing the bandeau and no loincloths. Thank you.
It's-
I will.
It's
My
not
rock
reading
hard
time.
abs are my armor. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
These guns are my armor.
Yeah.
It's sort of an offensive armor, versus defense, offense, defense. All right, Jewel. They're charging at
So-
you. What would you like to do?
Well, luckily, they have committed the cardinal sin and they are being assholes, so they're all about to fucking die. Okay, so there's 8 of them coming at me. We need to cut that down real sharp. So I want to try to do get 2 in one strike. So coming
Would
at
you like
me,
to throw your knives?
yeah. How far away are they?
Some are about 60 feet away. Others, let's say 3 of them are within 30 feet of you. So they will make it within this round, close
Okay.
to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to do like 2 hands, 2 daggers, like a double, and try to get 2
All
of them
right.
at once.
All right. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls for me, please.
Okay, sweet. Is that it's regular dagger, right?
Regular dagger.
Okay. That is all right. First one, 17.
Totally hits.
And then do I do damage?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do damage one at a time.
Okay. So damage is 8 for that first one. So second,
All right.
Second
Claim
throw.
your kill. 1 down.
Second throw is 11.
11 goes just wide.
Okay, I missed him.
You missed him. Yes.
All right. Well, got one.
But go ahead and claim your first kill. Please
Okay.
tell us.
All right. Well, first of all, the adrenaline is like practically bliss. We finally get to enact all of the pent-up rage that has been building, and the slight suspicion that has just been growing in all of us that this really is too good to be true. And now we have the validation that it was, and we can just let out all of our pent-up anger and aggression, of which we all have plenty. And so I feel elated as the knife sails out of my hand, so elated that I overextend my hand for my second one because I'm feeling myself a little too hard, and I gotta keep it in check. But that
You kill this
first
first
knife,
guy, and then you just throw the other one away in like a fit of joy. You're
Yeah.
just like, yes! Celebration knife!
yeah,
Excellent.
it's like a spasm. The spasm takes over my body. But that first
Nice.
knife sails true, and it hits the servant. He lifts his tray to cover his chest, but but the knife enters straight in between his eyes and just pierces through his skull, and he's stopped dead in his tracks as blood just starts to spurt out of his forehead. And then he
ladies,
falls backwards.
first blood, and it's like a cry of yes, a cry of everything that you've been wanting to do this entire time. You feel the man from the beginning that didn't want to die. You feel the other man at the bookshop, the library. He didn't want to die, and yet here you are, finally in the land where it's okay to kill. Flamby, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I am obviously going to set some motherfuckers on fire. So I guess, I haven't had a chance to use Scorching Ray in a minute.
Ooh, nice choice.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll to attack and see.
Okay.
Do you want to hit one of the guys charging in closer or some of the guys that are further away? Because Scorching Ray has a pretty good range on it.
Let's see. Our Cord is up next, and Cord is hand to hand, right? So I want to leave Cord some fun. I'm gonna go for the range.
Nice, very thoughtful of you.
Ooh.
Well, I would hate to take that away. Ooh, 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Okay. Oops. Please work. Please work. Go away. I didn't ask for you. Okay. And please. There it goes. 8.
8. Nice. You see your Scorching Ray leave your finger and claim your first kill. Please describe the elation of the moment.
Well, see, now I do use fire, but my real weapon is words. And so as I am warming these fingers up to kill some people, I say, here's the problem. Here's the problem with purges. Here is the problem that I have with all of you going on a purge. If you need permission to kill on one day or whatever your rules happen to be, you don't have the responsibility to murder people. We, however, do it all the time. So please allow me to show you how it is done. And I say, you, sir, over there. And out from my finger comes this Scorching Ray, and it drills a hole right where his heart would be. That is now just a cinder. And I say, and this is how it is done. You don't need permission, yet here you are, sheep.
And this cinder bursts open his chest, and he lets out a cry of pain. And he's like, "Oh, paradise!" And he lays back down and dies, almost gleefully, a wild glee in his face. Cord. Valor, Gamer Shark, thank you guys so much for the bits. I'm glad you're digging how we're doing all this killing. Speaking of which, Miss Cord, you are on top of a coconut tree about 20 feet off the ground.
I would like to ask permission to kick one of the branches of this coconut tree so I can use it as a weapon.
Coconut trees don't really have branches. They have like big fronds, but there are coconuts in it.
Can I use the coconut as a weapon? How would that work?
Sure. That would be a projectile weapon.
That'd be D6?
I would say it does 1d6, yeah.
Perfect. Whatever I could do as far as being resourceful and using nature, because that's very much her way. So I'm going to basically, if the person who had is that person still standing, the one who tried to shoot me with a crossbow?
Yes, he is still standing.
Okay. I'm going to focus my attack on him with the coconut.
All right.
Since he likes to throw things.
You will have to roll a disadvantage because you are so far away, unless you want to do your movement action to get closer to him.
I'm going to rush down, leap down from the tree, which I'm assuming is, about 30 feet?
20 feet. Yeah,
20 feet?
You can easily make the jump. You're fine.
Perfect. And then
You could even like Aladdin your way down the spine of
Yes.
the tree. It's one of those like outward going ones, or the outward going palm trees.
Yes.
It's a solid 45-degree slope.
readying up
on
my
it.
arm. Like, this place really is paradise. And then she's going to release the coconut. And that is for 18? 18 to hit?
18 hits. I like that. I release the coconut
I
from
release
its
the coconut.
mortal nut shell.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Oh wow. You kill this fool. Please claim your kill with this
So
coconut.
as I glide down and say, this really is paradise, I'm going to then, she winds up her throwing arm and chucks this coconut, which, if you can imagine, like a slow-mo detail where you see his skull crushing in because it's a direct hit. So kind of like Mortal Kombat when they show how much damage is done inside the body, that's basically what has happened in slow motion, but then it speeds up and then he falls dead to the ground with his total face crushed in and blood spurting everywhere.
The coconut of slow motion rams into his skull, and for a moment, his face and the coconut are one until it bursts apart, and you see this like beautiful, milky explosion crack apart, and then it tints with all of his blood and gray matter, and then he just falls down completely nutted to death.
If there's
And you
anyone within 5 feet of me, 10 to 5 feet of me, no one else.
Is there someone else within?
Yeah,
10 feet of you?
another one of these wait staff.
There is.
People.
They're the two other charging guys.
I'm gonna do bonus
within-
action, martial arts. Use my martial arts ability, and I'm going to do a strike against this person's rib with my foot.
Go for it.
And that's 19.
19 hits, absolutely.
And that's going to be 6 points of damage.
Your foot clanks up into his chest, and you just feel it shatter, and all of his organs squish under the penetrating actions of all his shattered bones, and he coughs out all this blood and gore, and he goes, "For paradise," and he falls forward, another one dead. Does the mist happen?
Yeah,
this
so
one?
basically, same thing is that she's collecting all of that life force, and you just see her smiling, the largest smile, very eerie, not a normal size smile, as she does this.
Nice. All right, so the mist clouds around you and armors on your body, and you feel the invigorating splendor of his life build on top of yours, and you see his friend next to him with a wild cry go, "For the Paradise Queens!" And he hits you. Wow, nice. He stabs you in the shoulder for 4 points of damage as this cleaver just, well, cleaver doesn't stab. Let's say a chef's knife. There you go. Nice 8 inches, and it stabs right into your shoulder, and you take 4 points of damage. And he's just screaming "ah" into your face. And then you
That
see
tickled.
the three other guys coming in at you guys. Jewel, you each killed one, so 2 of them are going to attack you because you're closer, Jewel, and then one's going to attack you. They're just throwing knives at you guys.
God.
Let's
All right.
see. Jewel, your armor class is 16. That's a miss. That is a natural 20. So you feel a knife dropping dice when you crit. Oh, that's a crit. Do I do a crit thing? Oh, no 20 crits for the DM.
Only for
Oh.
the ladies.
Well then, you get you just get the damage. So you take 4 points of damage as well as he stabs this knife in and through your left bicep. And for a moment, it just feels like nothing's going to happen. And then the other guy comes up, or he throws another knife, and you just sort of like lean back, and it glances across your face, but doesn't do any damage. Adelaide, you see the other guy throw a knife at you, but he's just so far away, it just lands and clatters and skids up to your feet, and it's so sad and paltry. And then Mama comes running over to you. And now you have a knife. Nice. And it's Mama's turn, and she runs over to you, Jewel, and she's like, I got you, baby. And she's going to heal you for 4 points.
Thank
so
you,
the
Mama.
knife pulls out of... It just falls out as the healing energy goes into your arm, and the blood stops, and you kind of re-click it back in as you feel life go back into it. And we go to the top. Jewel, it is your turn. There's one person next to you and another dude that threw a knife at you.
Alright. Closest dude first. I wanna do some cool shit. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a backflip and kick his head up as I'm doing a backflip, like almost like I'm running up a wall, but it's his body, and then I just like flick his head back. That's the guy that's closest to me. So I
Yeah, he
definitely
just stabbed
wanna
you.
do that. Yeah.
You want to do like a backwards cartwheel kick?
Yes.
Okay, let's get fancy. Do you want to incorporate your knife at all? Or are you just trying to kick him in the face? Because you don't have monk skills. You are a rogue.
But I'm clowny.
I don't suppose you have a knife in your boot.
Oh, that's what I really want. I want to. Do I have like a trick knife in my boot?
Like in the tip of the boot.
That's what I want. That's what I want, so I can just stab him through his neck as I'm doing this backflip. That's what I really
we'll see.
want.
We'll see if you guys survive the night, and maybe you can find yourself a pair of boot knife boots.
Knife boots.
I
I
don't
need
know.
knife boots for the next one. All right. So first, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to like. I was thinking I would kind of repel him, deal with the other guy, and then so kind of do like a thing. Is that too? That's too many moves in one turn.
It's too much. You can attack and move.
Yeah. So maybe we just go for the throat for this guy.
I say just go for it. Yeah.
Just go for the throat. No fancy footwork.
I will give this to you. So Mama is right next to you.
Okay.
And you can maneuver yourself to the other side of this target, putting him between you and Mama, which would activate your sneak attack ability, granting you an extra 2d6 damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's activate the sneak attack.
Okay. All right. So let's say maybe you do like a cartwheel distraction thing in your maneuver to get to the other side of him.
Yeah.
And then that's where you land the blade. Let's roll that attack.
Okay.
Let's see if you land that blade though.
All right. Let's come on, Mama.
Butterfly knives.
26.
26? Is that a nat 20?
That is you know what? I don't know
I
what
have
the
to
hell
look.
that even means. But it's 20.
Oh no, it's not. You rolled a 19, but it was
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely hit. So
it's
go
a
ahead.
dirty
and...
20. Is that what you call a dirty 20?
No, because you would have to get a 13. If you rolled a 13, you would get a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. I want to be dirty, so I'm disappointed now. I'm disappointed.
Oh, you are flanking this dude, so you do get advantage as well. So why don't you go ahead and roll one more time? You definitely hit, but
Okay.
this is just to see if you get that 5% chance of critting him and getting
Okay.
that extra
So
juice.
Okay, so roll again.
Why not?
That is 16.
Well, not a crit, but you still hit. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll that damage with your sneak attack.
The sneak, yeah. Sneak attack.
Actually,
damage.
with sneak attack and all that damage, just describe how you murder this dude, because this dude is toast.
Yeah. All right, yeah. It was a 7. Okay, sweet. So, all right, so I do. Well, I only have one working arm, so I kind of do one of those.
No, Mama healed your arm.
Oh, right. Oh. Mama. Okay, yeah. All right, so I got my arms. So I do a fancy cartwheel to the side, to the other side of him. So now we're flanking him. So he's a little off balance and he's a little confused. Slip out the knife, and I'm gonna come up behind him, and I have a knife to his throat. So I really love these intimate moments. And
He's there with you.
he's there with
He's
me,
feeling it. It's so intimate.
and I'm gonna say, listen, man. Your enemy is the bourgeois class. Capitalism. And your fight is not with me. But you were an asshole. Therefore, you will now feel the pinch of my blade taking your life. And then she just slices him across the throat. But before he dies, I want to call over Cord so she can suck the life force, because I'm a good friend.
Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way.
Damn it!
But you do slit this guy's throat, and as you're slitting it, he was like, "Long live the upper class!" And you totally murder that guy. Flamby, it is now your turn. You see 3 dudes left, and they are about 30 feet away from you now.
30. Okay. Well, all right.
Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits, sir.
Well, I'm trying things out. How close are they to each other?
They're in a good.
They're
2 of them are right next to each other. The other one is coming in from the left, about 30 feet away from them.
Gotcha. Is it possible at this point to throw a firebolt at 2 of them? 1, 2? Or, I guess 2.
I don't know if you have multi-attack. Oh, but you have Twin Spell. So if you wanted to expend one of your first level spells and a cantrip, you could do that.
Okay. So maybe I'll just go after the one.
Okay.
Make sure I'm doing what I can.
Not
Alright,
ready to get too fancy yet. We'll see.
But I just want to burn them all. Is that too much to ask? Alright. So
Let's
we're
see if
going
you
to
hit
try
this
out.
one.
We'll see if we hit this one, and then we'll go for one. Okay. 11.
11 just misses. Oh, the flame, it goes wide, and you see as it flashes by his head, he knew that flame was his death, but it lights a certain fire, a certain vigor inside of his eyes. Cord, it is your turn. There are 2 dudes charging in from the right and 1 dude charging in from the left towards your friends.
The one guy who stabbed me, is he still in front of me?
I thought you killed that dude. Oh no, the other one that
he stabbed. Well,
that's
somebody
right.
stabbed me when,
That's
after
right.
I killed one of the other guys.
That's the one dude to the left. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's still there.
So, as he stabbed me, Ford kind of cocked her head to the side and he pulled out the blade, and she's going to use reverse force in order to basically make him stab himself. So I'm basically doing a grapple to kind of push that force so it's directly into his heart.
A very fancy why you're hitting yourself. Why you're hitting yourself. I'm
Exactly.
with you.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's see.
And then
I'll let you do an attack instead
attack?
of a grapple on this. Yeah.
okay, that is a 21.
21 hits. Absolutely.
Awesome. And then that is going to be another 6 points of damage for that.
You murk this dude. You just shove his own knife into his sternum.
And as I do that, I say, "True nirvana comes through death." And then basically, once I use his own force against him, you see where the tendrils start rolling up the arms, and more of the veins are stretching across her face. Her eyes black as midnight.
You are once again reinvigorated with the life force of another. And you see the two guys charging in from the right suddenly pivot, and they pull a little girl out of the pool. She's about 9 years old, and she lets out a scream of terror. Yep. And then the other guy shoves the knife into her stomach, and she coughs out blood onto all of them.
I still had a bonus action as well.
Oh, okay. Those dudes are about 30 feet away from you to the right.
I'm going to go after the one who just stabbed the young girl, and I'm going to try to basically break his neck.
Okay.
Or at least attempt to do that motion. Maybe end
Okay.
his life. Who knows? And that is for 19 to hit.
19 hits, yes.
And that is for 7 points of damage.
All right, you break this dude's neck. So this one dude is holding the little girl by the pool, and this other dude comes over and he just like guts her, and then you come up behind him and you just snap his neck, and he spins it all the way around and he looks at you, and he tries to say something, but it just, his vocal cords are too tied up, and he just can't say it, and he dies at a slump on your feet. And then the little girl is dropped on the ground as the guy stares at you. He's like, "You're next. You're all next for paradise." Jewel, it is your turn.
He's an asshole. And I have the taste of blood in my mouth. How far away is he?
He's 30 feet away from you.
30
He's just
feet.
at the pool edge.
Alright. Can we do a
Really
dagger?
pretty pool. It's kind of bean shaped. You can run over and attack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will. He's on. Okay, so he's okay. So he's by the pool.
Yep. He's holding this skewered body of this little girl, this 9-year-old girl.
So you know what that says to me? It's time for a blood dive. So I want to go over there, and I want to cut all of his large veins wide open, and then push him in the pool so we can have a real good time for the first time in this entire day. That's what I'd like to do.
All right, go ahead and make an attack action.
Okay.
Roll that attack.
I got a 10.
You are just so distraught seeing this girl just impaled by this madman that you slice, but you're afraid you're gonna slice the girl, and so you misjudged how far the guy is, and you don't quite make it to him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Lambie, it's your turn.
How close are they to me?
They're about 30, 35 feet away from you.
Can I run up and stab one because I'm feeling stabby?
You can. You
I'm gonna do that.
if you can hit.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. All right. 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lambie to the fuck rescue.
And we're gonna do dagger damage 3.
Okay, you run over, and your grip on a dagger, like, you've fought with knives before, but it's not like your thing, but you wanted to make it personal. This was This was a big deal. And so you stab into this guy's shoulder, and he just takes it. Goes, yes, for paradise. I love it.
Can I just say something while I'm doing that?
Yeah.
To lessen the blow to me. At my almost failure, I'm going to say, it's not about killing you with this one thrust. The secondary infection is going to be absolute murder. You don't know where this knife is from. I don't know where this knife is from. Have a nice day.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Court, it's your turn. Secondary infection. Is that a drink? Is that the tea that I made for you? That weird fucked up shit? What is this? Leaves? That what the name of that drink is called?
It's matcha. No, I'm just kidding. Tropical matcha. Okay, so the guy who basically said you're next was already taken out by Jewel, correct?
There's just one guy left, and he's holding the body of the girl in his arms.
Was he the one who said what he said to me?
Yes, that's the guy.
You should never have hurt an innocent. Now you shall experience true pain.
And then she's going to run full force and basically attempt to just smash his face in to the ground. Basically just hammer fist. Let's see if that works. I'm assuming that a dirty 20 would hit.
Dirty 20 hits. So you're doing like a Superman punch? Like
a Superman punch, but using just like the backside, just so that way he gets a little bit of that wrist bone in there as well, just coming down, raining upon his skull. And that is going to be Okay, so that is 8 points of damage for that one.
Okay, you
Is that enough?
smash his face in, and he crumples to the ground. The little girl falls. Oh, he was right by the pool. He falls into the pool, and you see blood start to pool out into it, but it's not exactly the vision you had, Jewel.
What? All right. So I'm gonna. Can I? What do you mean? Can I jump in there and open some more veins? Because I need a bloodbath.
You can.
I didn't have any knives. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. And you see Mama run over to the little girl. And she rips out the arrow, and you're in the pool just like doing surgery on this fool. Is that
Yes.
just
Yes.
opening up his veins? Yeah, Mama's trying to do. Let's do a little medicine check. Well, first let me do a couple saves on her. That didn't look good. Let's see if Mama can stabilize her. Mama is able to stymie the wounds
Wait,
And you
I
see-
missed the part that she's alive. Oh my god.
Right?
Well, she was
I thought
pretty
she
much
holding
dead.
the body of this little girl. And I'm like, she's fucking dead. No, I didn't realize she was alive. I would have tried
Well,
way
she's-
harder. to
She's
save
pretty
her.
much dead. She's pretty much dead.
Well,
but,
but you just said she's reviving.
No, she's not revived. She's stabilized. Just so
No, she's not dead.
she's not dead. Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not like she's dancing a jig in front of you.
Well, no,
oh,
but I
gee
thought
whiz.
she was dead to the world. I was just ignoring her. I didn't try to save her because I thought she was dead. Okay. Anyway.
She really
No, but it's all. I feel like this is a pretty Jewel thing though to be like, I'm gonna fucking slit this dude
Yeah,
into
yeah.
ribbons. You know. So
Yeah.
I'm still going with that. And you're in the pool,
Yeah.
and you're just like opening this cat up, and you see his blood just spiderweb out.
Yes. Yes.
And then the pool starts to light up. And then, far off on the shallow side, you see bubbles, foam, and mist collecting. And you hear a cry echoing across the night. Please make a dexterity save, Jewel.
Okay. Maybe no way to look
Here, I'll help you. So
I have
over on the
a-
left side, you
Oh
see
no, I got
Dex.
that. I got that. Sorry, I was
Okay.
more about the narration. What is happening in the pool? No. I have a 15.
A 15. Okay. That's great. So, as you're slicing this dude up and this cry is happening and the mist is happening, you feel something snake around your ankle.
Oh god.
And you are able to just kick it off and get back to the pool edge. And you felt some kind of tendril trying to snake you in. And you hear a laughter coming up from the mist. And you see this beautiful mermaid-esque woman, but her lower half of her body is not a fishtail. It is squid-like and purple and black. She's about 10 feet tall, and she goes, "Welcome to paradise." Everybody roll initiative.
Final boss.
What? Wow. 7.
21 with a nat 20.
I got a net 20 as well. That's 24.
2 nat 20s! Okay, so, Cord, you have the higher dexterity, so you're gonna
Yes.
go first.
Okay.
And then Flamby. It is your go after that. And then it is the creature's turn. And then Jewel. And then poor Mama rolled a 3. Game of Shark! Thank you for the bits, player. Cord, you see this squid maid. Mer squid maid. About 60 feet in the pool. And it is coming at you guys. The water's cresting apart as it's charging towards you in full speed.
What is this abomination?
And she's going to rush forward and try to, if one of the tentacles is kind of flailing out of the pool, she's going to latch on and basically try to tear the tentacle from her body. One of her tentacles.
So you would have to go at it because it's kind of using.
Oh
its
yeah, no,
tentacles
I'm
too.
going my full speed. Even if it's my full movement, to basically yank and try to remove one of her tentacles.
Okay, so you want to grapple a tentacle?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check, please.
Okay, and that is a 23.
Ooh, I'm afraid that you rush into that water and it is just foaming and bits everywhere. And you lash onto one of the tentacles. It's very easy to get onto, but it is just overwhelming. And you
Bonus
hear her
action, Tiger Claw slash against that tentacle. Same tentacle.
Go for it.
And that is 17 plus 6, so that is, what is that, 23?
That hits.
And then that is going to be for, where's my dice? Okay, and that's for 9 points of damage.
Okay, so you run in with this idea of like, I'm gonna grapple
Sorry,
these
eight.
tentacles.
Eight.
And...
I'm so sorry. 8 points of damage.
Okay. And you are just suddenly overwhelmed by the height and weight and the water and the terrain. It's just too much. But you do have the tentacle on you, and you just rip your hands into it and slide it down, and all these sluggy bits just come out from it, and this milky weird blood juts and coats around the water. Flamby, it is your turn.
Can I boil her?
You can light up. Your friend is in the water. Both your friends are in the water.
This is true. This is very true. Okay.
But you do have a lot of fire magic.
I do have that.
Don't be afraid to go big.
Flamby, you
Yeah.
know what to do!
The power's in you, Flamby.
Okay. So first I'm going to say what's really unfortunate, what's truly absolutely unfortunate is that we don't have time to study you, we have to kill you instead. And I've never seen anything quite like you, and I would really like to, if I had the opportunity, have a conversation with you about what you are and what makes you evil and like how this all works, but I can't. So, and then I'm gonna finger guns a scorching ray at her head.
Hey, Fangs of New York, welcome to the final battle. We have the Ladies of Lady Death Squad fighting a massive squid-made creature summoned from a sacrificial blood sacrifice, unbeknownst to Jewel, who was just having a blood bath rage against some dude that tried to murder a little girl. And that's what we're about. And Flamby, you were firing some badass fire at this dude?
I was doing
All right.
exactly that.
Let's
All right,
roll to
so-
hit.
Oh, 9.
Oh, I'm afraid the scorching ray is not much of a scorcher. And it flies wide, and she laughs. And it's such a beautiful laugh, the way she laughs. It's almost seductive, her laugh. It's so relaxing and joyful. And is there anything else you would like to do for this turn?
I think I would like to say, if there is a peaceful way we can work this out, I would really actually very interested in your story.
So that if you're trying to persuade it, you already used your attack action, so
I did.
that's not
I
gonna
did.
work right now.
No,
but if
that's
you just
just
want to
a-
talk at it.
That's just what I'm doing. I gotta talk.
All right. All right. It hears you. It totally hears you. And then attacks Cord. Hey, Gamer Shark! Thank you for the gift subs. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. In your Cord, your armor class is 17, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you for the water. I was parched. I'm glad you could tell. Thank you for taking care of your DM and his hydration needs. Can we get a shot thing as well? Because I would love to take a shot at some point too. We'll work that into next round.
Yes, please. Yes,
I'll bring
please.
good whiskey.
Oh, I love it.
I got this.
So, anyways, speaking of hydration, Cord, you are underwater and you see this creature's tentacles just like pummel down on top of you. And the first one, you're able to, swim to the side, but then it just kind of sets you up as the next one crushes. Oh, whoops! It's this one. Crushes down on top of you, doing 8 points of damage, and then please make a strength saving throw.
All right, 1 second here. Okay, so that is going to be an 18 for strength.
Okay, so you feel the suction cups of her tentacles as it smashes down into you, like stick across your face and body and to the floor of the pool that you're in. And you are able to just shunt it off, and you feel like the suction cups was trying to hold you down under the water, and you were just able to get out from under it. Jewel, it is your turn. You see this massive creature, about 12 feet tall, just 20 feet ahead of you. Your friend submerged, wrestling, clawing at it. A fire beam going wide. You're standing next to a dead body that you were just dissecting.
Oh my god. I need to make an attack. I literally just closed the window. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? How did I just do that?
So, because your friend is actually within fighting distance and they aren't knocked prone or anything or grappled, you do have advantage and sneak attack against this creature. Okay. Hey, Fangs! Welcome to Lady Death Squad, where death reigns.
Oh my god. Amazing. I have sneak attack. Alright, so let me pull up this, so I have my dice back. I literally just fucking... I can't believe I just did that.
Oh no, we lost the window.
I just completely...
Get your sheet.
I got too excited and I just, like, just exited the whole thing.
Wrong button. Well, at least you didn't lose the video feed.
No, I know, thank God. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, okay, so, alright. I want to, I'm still in the water?
You're still in the water because you just dissected that body apart.
Yeah. Okay, so, the
tentacles... she's about 20 feet ahead of you, this towering creature. You have your blades, you have just, like, so many blades on your person.
I need to get to her neck and slice it. That's what I need to do.
Okay.
So, but I'm in the water, so you can't, like, propel yourself because, like, the water is, like, so I need to, like, swim over, like, I need to, like, get to the side of the pool and then, like, launch. I need to, like, launch at her to get at her neck is what I'm imagining.
Okay. So you're at the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
You're gonna use the edge as, like, a jump platform.
Yeah.
To try and make the 20-foot jump. I mean, that's a hefty jump.
Yeah. How far away is she? She's 20 feet away?
She's 20 feet away from you, yeah.
Well, maybe I just bring out the flying daggers and we do a repeat of Act 1.
I mean, you can get close to her to start shanking her with your buddy.
But then you're slow in the water. You're held back.
I mean, it's 3 feet deep, so you're not like...
Oh.
So it didn't seem to slow your friend down.
Oh, it's a baby pool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're in... It's a nice...
It's a baby bloodbath. I didn't understand that.
It's meant for relaxation, man. It's so relaxing. 3 feet.
3
You know, you
feet.
just... Yeah.
I'm like picturing us like fighting to like keep our head above water. Oh my god. All right, never mind.
I mean,
All
when
right,
you're under it, you're fighting to keep your head under, you know, from going under. But, you know, you're not there yet.
Okay,
So first the 9-year-old isn't dead. Now we're in 3 feet of water.
I mean, she
Kitty
got
pool.
gutted.
Oh my god.
She looked dead. You guys aren't doctors.
She looked dead. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we gotta slice this beautiful
All right, roll to hit, baby.
sirens.
Let's get them daggers going.
Mama wants calamari. Let's go.
Mama wants some calamari.
No fucking way.
Oh!
My attack is a nat 20. Yeah.
I just saw that. Yes! Okay, so you crit, and that means you get fucking sneak attack damage. So go ahead and roll 2d6 with another 4d6. So that's 6d6 damage that you're doing right now in this one attack. Or no, sorry, 64 damage.
Oh, okay.
You double all dice. If you roll the dice, you double it.
Okay,
So it's 4d6
yes.
and 2d4
Okay.
is what you roll.
So the total is okay, 21.
21? Holy moly. Okay. So you launch this dagger like it was blessed by the murderous patron of whatever you believe in, and it flies true as a raven lands death. And it if this thing had the cockles of its heart, that's where the dagger goes, right through the rib cage, all up in it. And you see more of this like gushy blood webbing, white and weird, just like spewing out of her all over the pool, and it's coming up out of her mouth and her neck, and you see the whiteness go up into her eyes, and she starts to fall forward. Cord, I would like you to let's say a dexterity save, please.
Alrighty then.
Hey, gamer shark and girl in the other room, thank you so much for the bits, because Jewel just earned them with that miracle shot.
That was a miracle.
It was like, I lost the page, I had to reload it, and then you just critted with sneak attack, because Cord was right there. Now let's see if Cord survives.
15.
Okay, so the creature falls forward, and you are just like shunted out. You shoot like I was gonna say bullet, but those don't exist. You shoot like a bolt through the water, and you smack onto the edge of the pool, and you stand up and you take in your first breath of air in like 3 rounds, and you then are just suddenly overcome by this wave of water as the resulting tsunami of sorts of this creature washes over you, and then you're just covered in this weird like inner webbing goo gunk from inside this creature, and it makes you remember Danny's hands in the beginning and how sticky and gross they were. And you feel like you could use the same vigorous scrubbing that you gave him. And you...
But there's no
mixed.
water around. There's no clean water because there was blood in the kiddie pool, and then there's this black gut stuff now. So then Cord's just
There is alcohol in the bar, and alcohol has an astringent quality.
Flamby, you are indeed brilliant. It's all of that reading you do. And then Cord's gonna run over to the bar and then use basically the strongest percentage of vodka or whatever alcohol content that's like just crazy proof, and then pour it on her hands and then start scrubbing.
You
Furiously.
definitely find moonshine. It's in a big old jug. It's got some X's on it. And it is, well, maybe you don't know what it is, but you get the scent of it. And you know that that's the stuff, and it definitely works to break apart all the weird gunky bits from her leftovers off of you.
I can't believe Jewel drinks this. It's better for cleansing fluid.
And you guys gather back around the little girl, and Mama looks at all of you, and you see a bunch of the other staff come out from the main lobby, and they're dropping the weapons and made-up tools that they were using for armor, and they look at you and they go, "What did you do? What have you done?" And you see the hostess, the concierge, run up to you. "What have you done? We're ruined." You think
where?
paradise just happens?
Kind of. I would assume that it was some sort of geological anomaly. The white sand beaches, for instance, the product of large boulders being worn down into stones and then later into pebbles and then into sand by the ceaseless motion of the ocean. But instead, you're trying to tell me this is some sort of sorcery?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. People die by the dozens. It appeased her paradise. And then for the rest of the year, everything worked out for everyone. And now it's ruined by you morons!
So you're trying to tell me that your entire business model is killing people to make other people happy, and yet somehow this isn't... Like, that's kind of our thing? Really? So I'm kind of okay taking it away from you.
Only you're allowed to have that?
Well, not to get into the deep moral questions here, but we kind of do it for good. You do it for paper, umbrellas, and drinks.
I mean, umbrellas and drinks are good.
That sounds like capitalism.
And as we have
Yeah.
learned earlier on, capitalism must be punished.
I would casually
yes.
warn you right now not to be an asshole.
Certain amount of realization. Actually, why don't you guys go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. 15.
18.
And 5.
So essentially, Flamby, you're there giving her the business, and Jewel is just behind you, like backing you up. You're like, "That's what she said.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You listen to Flamby. I'll gut you like a fish." Down with the man. And it seems to work. Maybe not so much Jewel, you're backing up, but Flamby and Cord, and the death of their patron spirit is more than enough to send shockwaves of fear through her body. And she's like, "I'm so sorry. You're right, and I will take you right back to the presidential suite." And she just claps everybody's hands. She's like, "Purge is over, everyone, and we're back to work now for the Lady Death Squad." Is that what I caught earlier? Is that?
That's
Yeah, you
correct.
heard.
Back to back,
Yep.
crossed.
Charlie's Angels.
And finally, you get the perfect amount of relaxation where you got all the killing and all the alcohol and all the muddy water that you wanted, and in the presidential suite. And we're gonna wrap it up there. I cannot believe that shot. I cannot believe that shot,
So
Jewel.
good.
You just
Oh my god.
like was like, how much damage does Jewel do? Like, crit with sneak attack? Like, I gotta make these monsters like piercing resistant or something so that shit gets cut in half, just so we have a little bit more of a fight. I'm not gonna like nerf your blows to stall out this fight. Like, I'll give you the W. Like, you earned it. But goddamn.
That was really fun.
She had
that was
19 hit points left because
Oh
you
my
only
gosh.
did 8 points of damage on it, Cord, and I was like, well, we got a couple rounds. We could do this. Never mind.
I didn't have my monk weapon. Just my fists and my legs. That's all
and
I
your
have.
coconuts.
And my coconuts. But unfortunately, I was in the water, so I couldn't get. Well, I guess it turns out it was a kiddie pool, so all this time I could have just reached over with, and just grabbed one. But we didn't know.
Yeah.
I did have one unanswered question though. Was the little girl's hand sticky, and was her name Danny?
With an eye.
Danny with an eye. Yeah.
Her hands
She's-
were super sticky in her own blood.
Oh. Okay,
Gosh,
And-
that really kind of puts a.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. There it is, folks.
I'm gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
Oh my god.
And her name was Danielle.
Yeah, she does revive, and it is Danielle. Let's put a Y on there and like a couple apostrophes.
Sure.
And maybe like an emote, some kind of emoji on that. Why not?
Amazing. My theory still has water.
Well,
Still holds water.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out and checking us out at the In Crowd. Jewel, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Oh yeah, sure. Hi. You can find me on Instagram. It's at Megan Rippey. And then I also have another Instagram that's for my dancing, and that is at Janky Glamour. Janky Glamour. So you can find me there. That's probably the easiest way to find me is through Instagram. Thank you.
Flamby, any shout outs on where people can find you?
Yeah. So you can find me on Instagram at HE Roundhill, RAUNDHILL. So you can see all the crazy makeup and stuff I get up to.
Freaking rad. And Cord.
Hi guys, you can find me at Utahime Cosplay, UTAHIME Cosplay at Facebook, Instagram, and here on Twitch because I do stream and I'm a cosplayer, obviously. And you can also catch me at Brianna DeCoster on Twitter as well.
Very cool. Once again, everybody, thanks for coming out, and let's get to that killing next Thursday. We'll see you there.
Everyone.